And when we can realize and really grasp onto the power of spiritual understanding, it will change your life. But do I always remember that? Heck no. I spend a moment on that news clip, and the key is to catch yourself and say, nope, that's not going to take me, because I know the truth. I know the truth. That is a situation or a circumstance. In the Prosperity Plus class last week, it was big about circumstances. It is your stance, the circumstances that stand around you, not in you, but stand around you. How do we go to spiritual understanding? How does one do that when you get hooked by a situation? By stilling yourself, becoming still. When we still ourselves, we are placing God first in all our affairs. And that's where I want to really hear it for myself, and I want to tell ministers of all faith, it is imperative that we still ourselves so that we don't engage in this negativity that is out there in the world. It is so important. I want to tell you, we have powerful examples. We had it actually 5 years ago, 4 years ago, maybe it's only been 3, I don't remember now, when we had little Natalie, who had combated cancer for the second time, and it came back ferociously. And she kept affirming the truth. I don't like to use the word. She kept fighting it. She didn't fight it. She accepted it and kept affirming the truth of who she was. She knew the truth. And she came here one Sunday begging her mom to come here because she wasn't really supposed to be in public places. She comes up to me sitting there and says, "Can I say something?" She's 10 years old. And I said, "Absolutely." Gave her the microphone, not knowing, with kids, you never know what you're going to get. And she says, "I want to thank you for all the prayers, and I want to remind you to meditate." 10 years old. We have teens in our teen program who have various situations. Some of them are not so good. Some of them are, I think, how do they do it? And what is their reply? They meditate. What? That's just foreign to me, because at 13 or 12 or 10 or 15, I didn't even know what that was. That's what the hippies were doing with added substances. That's what I thought, right? I meditate. Principle 3. So when you can claim spiritual understanding, it doesn't mean you're going to agree. That is so important. It doesn't mean I'm going to understand when you finally understand what I'm talking about. When you finally come to my way of thinking, then we'll have an understanding. Isn't that what we all want? How's that work for you? No, I know. So focus on number 3. That is the principle that says we are co-creators with God. We are an extension of the ultimate creator. Therefore, we can tap into the power and the wisdom. We can, and the guidance of the creator, the one that created you any time. Because we are co-creators. We are part of the great creative process. The whole book, the whole chapter of Genesis, the creation of our world, is a story about you and the creative power that you have within you. Again, another talk. 2,500 years ago, Buddha said, all that we are is a result of what we have thought. If we speak or act with an evil thought, pain follows us. If we speak and or act with a pure thought, happiness follows us. Like a shadow that never leaves them. I'm going to say it again. All that we are is a result of what we have thought. Pain, and if we entertain, so to speak, if we speak or act with an evil thought, pain follows us. If we speak or act with a pure thought, happiness follows us. This is principle number 3, only it was said 2,500 years ago by Buddha. Thoughts held in mind produce after their kind. You've heard it said, what we think about, we manifest. Okay? That's part of law of attraction. We get to choose. We get to choose. And we choose by way of focus. We choose by where we want to focus our attention. Principle number 5 is the live it part. Okay? So I'm going to say 3 is way much easier because I titled the talk, if you see it in your bulletin, what does it say? Where's the talk title? We speak the words, but do we live them? This is where the rubber meets the road at principle 5. Knowing and understanding the truth is not enough. A person must also live the truth that he or she knows. We live the truth that we know. In Matthew 10:5 through 15, I'm looking at the time, and I don't know if I should, I'll probably paraphrase this. But it's basically when Jesus sends out the 12 apostles, and it's what he's telling them to do. And I'm going to catch some of these parts here in red. Do not go into the way of the Gentiles, and do not enter a city of the Samaritans, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. And as you go, preach, saying, the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Heal the sick, cleanse the lepers, raise the dead, cast out demons. Freely you have received, freely give. Provide neither gold nor silver nor copper in your money belts, nor bag in your journey with 2 tunics or sandals, nor staffs, for a worker is worthy of his food. Now whatever city or town you enter in, inquire who in it is worthy, and stay there till you go out. And when you go into a household, greet it. If the household is worthy, let your peace come upon it. But if it is not worthy, let your peace return to you.